You're the one that changed. Skating is whatever you make it. Now you're finally making some sense. What's the plan? Now you're finally making some sense. Now you're changed. Now you're changed. That's your deal, man. Skating is whatever you make it. It didn't change. You're the one that changed. Now go skate. You'll remember why you started in the first. You'll remember why you started in the first place.
All right, everyone. Welcome back. This is still CJ. It's all good. I've been breaking it down with you for the last 4 hours. I've really enjoyed my time here with y'all. We have done some incredible things together. When I got here, we were a little under 500. We were at $426. And now we're at $724. So $300 in 4 hours is pretty pog-champ. I want to give a shout out real quick to Xenos360 who donated $14 and said, CJ says there's $14 left for Win Fnac Ball instead of being met. Well, I guess I have to do it. And just like that, Win Fnac Ball has been met. So let me just before we get to everything else, so let's just walk through this, right? Let's just talk about this for a second. So in day one, you guys met every incentive on day one, including like 40 pet the horses. Then y'all started eating into day two. We got the bonus Harry Potter run done. We got Win Fnac Ball. We got the Chinatown Wars speedrun today. We got all the speedruns. We got all the bonus runs met. There will be an extra secret bonus run tomorrow. It'll be about 20 minutes. Which we'll have to change as it was originally supposed to be Lake. And Lake moved to tonight to help us out. Ooh. Maybe we can get Lake tomorrow. We'll find out. Defeat Ganon has been pretty pog, really, lately, so I want to take this moment to let you know that we have 2 more incentives that I'm going to put them on tonight, and then we'll have all day tomorrow. We're going to have until 6:30 tomorrow. We're going to be at 6:30 tomorrow. We're going to have the Devil May Cry thing, where there's going to be a 20-minute boss rush at the end if you can get that incentive going. And then there's also the Samurai Showdown, which we'll explain a lot tomorrow, but basically Eric's going to dress up like a samurai for his 9 o'clock Odyssey run. So, a lot of fun stuff coming up. A lot of stuff. So, I know some of y'all are saving your rubles. You can't blow the whole money clip on day one. I wouldn't ask you to. So, just so proud of everybody, the hard work we've done. I will say that we are not, we're not tracking with SDAT, we're not tracking with Launch Party. But both of those had crazy $500 donations in there from benefactors of great wealth, and we have not had that yet. We have not had one crazy big donation. So, keeping everything in perspective, we're off to a great start. So thank you everyone who's donated. Thank you everyone who hung out on day one. Cece's going to come in. We're going to run through a recap of day one, talk about our favorite moments. And then I'm going to turn it over to him for the last run of the day. So Cece, why don't you join me?
How's it going?
Oh, I can't complain. Living the dream. I'd complain, but who'd listen?
There you go. And who could complain about today's marathon day 1, right?
It was a pretty good day 1.
Today was a banger. I gotta tell you, that Hollow Knight run to start us off was a fantastic run, followed by House Test with the MGS run. Struggling to remember the name of the game. That run was cool. And we just followed by a slew of really awesome runs. You know, we had Deus Ex, and we had Prince of Persia, and there's another one I'm forgetting. I'm not looking at the schedule. But GTA.
There was another one. Which one was it? Oh, we're the worst.
I know. I don't have it open, which is the worst part. I have it open in a different tab.
Colonel.
Shadow of the Colossus. That's what I'm forgetting. I was restreaming that run.
Yeah, were you?
Yeah.
The Shadow of the Colossus?
Yeah. The reason that it froze for a second was my fault. I screwed up.
No, honestly, that was the best part because she just Ruby had just explained the Tic Tac meme, and then the stream got Tic Tacked.
Yeah, it was definitely unfortunate timing. Yeah, but meddling with the settings, and I accidentally screwed things up. That's okay. We got it back on track. But it's been a great day 1, I gotta say. And I'm really excited. We got this Zelda block going, and I'm ready to close it out.
Hell yeah. I do want to let everyone know that I just turned on the Gods Must Die incentive showcase for tomorrow. I said I was gonna do. You won't notice when you're going to donate, but if you're looking at the campaign page, you'll see that all the incentives that have been met do not drop off anymore. I don't know why, but that is the case. Also, if you do not donate for whatever reason, or whatever happens, you don't pick a target in a poll, feel free to message us and we can apply it to something. We can't do anything for the poll, but we can do something for the target in case you miss out on donating to an incentive. We are $276 away from me getting a train whistle.
Ooh. Choo choo.
It is going to be... This has been a really long running gag for the train whistle. It started at the original SDAT. We are 35% of the way towards the new episode of Speedrun Insider, which I will give you a hint. It is starring a person who was on the show today.
I don't think there's really any mystery what the video is. It's clearly on screen right now.
No, the podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
No.
The podcast, though, they were on stream today.
They were on stream today. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. So we have a bunch of really cool episodes that we recorded. And then if we get to 1,000, we're going to get the train whistle. At 1,500, we're going to put up the y'all choose the next Speed Doc video poll. So the next video has been decided. We'll announce it at some point. But the video after that, just like the last time we did it, you get to pick the video after that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Speaking of that video, real quick before you leave.
I'm not leaving. Go ahead.
I'm just making sure. Right. Speaking of that new video, right? Patrons can watch that right now. For just $1. You can go to our Patreon. You can support what we do for $1 and watch that video now. That video is complete. It is available for patrons right now. For the rest of you, you're going to have to wait until either A, Monday, or B, if we raise $1,000, $2,000, sorry. I was thinking an extra 1,000 plus a little extra, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 2,000. We will release that video and we will do it live on stream.
Yes. So the asterisk here is that we will do a watch party on stream as soon as possible.
Yes.
And then the premiere will probably still be the same day, which is Monday. but we'll do a watch along with you guys.
Yeah, we'll do it live here. You guys get to see it before it even goes up for YouTube, and we'll make sure that the VOD is available for y'all later on. But you get to watch it here live.
Absolutely. So, all right, CC. I think my time in Middle Earth has come. I'm gonna take the ship to the Undying Lands. This was honestly a great first day. It's been a long week for me. I'm going to finally get some sleep after I watch this TGH run because there's no fucking way that I'm gonna fall asleep before the end SDAT. No sleep till SDAT.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Alrighty, well, and if you haven't already, and you're gonna be streaming, I know there's 50 people watching this, if you're gonna be streaming during the event, when we're going off the air, fill out the form. There's a form in the Discord. We will raid you after the event. You gotta sign up, though. We can't do it if you don't sign up. Alright, CC, I'll leave it in your very capable hands.
Alrighty. Get some rest, bud. And let's watch this awesome run. Alright. Yeah, everyone, get your snack. Get all settled in. We're going to get ready to watch a run.
बहुत अच्छा लगता कि मेरी बेटी पहले से कमज़ोर थी, अभी नॉर्मल में वो ये खेलती है, बोलती है, चलती है।
وين تمرتا وين تمرق مرارة بدو إقاجي داون.
والعظم يعني الناس كامل يعني يقولوا لي مش تعيش البنت يوزنوا يعملوا كل شيء الحمد لله.
All right, and we are back. And here we have The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages with TGH. TGH, tell them about yourself.
Yo, hey, I'm TGH. I speedrun way too much 2D Zelda for my own good. And this is just one of the runs that I do. I speedrun Oracle of Seasons as well as Link's Awakening DX, as well as Link's Awakening, as well as Link's Awakening 2019, along with the classic trilogy. But anyway, we're doing Ages today, so might as well explain a little bit about this run. I'm actually hard resetting here for a reason, which I'll get into a little bit later. Alright, that's fine. So take note of my file name, by the way. And I'm actually copying a file just so that I have a fresh file to use. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so let me first and foremost say that this run only enters 6 out of the 8 total dungeons, and finishes only 3 of those 6. We don't need to finish every dungeon in the game. The object of this run is basically just to rush to get the Tune of Ages from Nehru after freeing her from Varan's possession, Varan being the boss of the game, like the final boss of the game. The reason why we need the Tune of Ages is because it's the last thing that we need in order to do arbitrary code execution to warp straight to the ending, like, credits cutscene. We don't actually fight the final boss. We never fight Varan. We never do that. We just kind of... It's a credits warp. Spoilers, I just spoiled the whole run for you. You're welcome. But... So, it's all business as usual at first, but we don't really, you know... So it'll resemble a normal run, at least for a little while. Or a normal, you know, playthrough. For at least a little while, just really fast. Another thing that I want to mention is that there's a lot of RNG manipulation in this run. The way RNG works in this run, in this game specifically, is very simplistic. So there's only one like value in the code that actually controls like every random movement, every drop, every element of randomness in this run in the game. And there aren't actually a lot of things that affect it. And one of the things that happen to affect it, we happen to have a tool actually that allows us to control the RNG directly and advance RNG value by one machine, if you will, and that's our sword once we actually get it. So things that call upon the RNG value in order to determine some element of randomness actually it will also roll that RNG forward. So it just so happens that the sword has 3 different sounds it makes, and the sound that it makes is determined by the RNG value. So since that's something that calls upon that value, it's also something that rolls it forward. So we are able to manipulate RNG very much to our liking in this run. In fact, we're actually on RNG manipulation right now because we're gonna have 200 rupees by the time we enter Dungeon 1. By the way, I'm being very rude. I have not introduced my commentator yet, my co-commentator. Would you care to introduce yourself? I'm so sorry. I got into it right away. I'm so sorry.
I'm just here warming the bench. Hi, I'm Ice Blue, by the way. I'm just here to make Teach look better.
Yeah, it's a super good friend of mine. So, but yeah. How much of this run do you know, Ice?
From watching you the whole thing.
Okay. And
I may not be able to explain it as well as you, but I'm pretty much knowledgeable about the entire run.
That's all that matters. It's really all that matters. But yeah, I apologize for being rude myself.
Oh no, I mean you have a lot to explain with this run.
Most important glitch in the game, by the way. You can press start and select to keep the music playing here, and music's not supposed to be playing here.
Well, at least in this one, the music doesn't roll the RNG.
Yeah, true. Unlike some other game I know. LADX. Anyway.
You mentioned it.
Oh, I'll mention it. I'll gladly mention it. Alright, so you will notice that I'm like, you know, obviously like swinging my sword here would lose time. But yeah, I'm on manipulation and I'm taking care not to swing my sword. Because that would roll the RNG value like past where I want to. Another thing that actually controls RNG in this game is the title screen. The RNG actually rolls forward once per frame on the title screen, so like another method of rolling the RNG is just wait on the title screen for as much as you want to. But of course, it's hard to do that frame perfectly, so you know it's a 60 FPS game. So you want to generally get close to the RNG value that you want on the title screen, and then swing your sword until you find the sounds, like the sound pattern that you want to listen for. In this specific case, right before I enter Black Tower for the first time to get the shovel, I'm going to be swinging my sword a couple times to like fix the RNG value to what I want to, and then a couple screens later, I'm going to get incredibly lucky.
Yeah, it's like...
And yeah, you'll see.
Yeah, luckiest runner I've ever seen, honestly.
Yeah.
Also, one thing to point out, and this is completely useful information, I promise. The RNG value that he's currently on also determines whether or not this coming cutscene has a lightning strike or not.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think I'm that far forward, but because I'm playing it fairly safe. No, it's not quite that far forward. But if I were a little bit farther forward in the RNG, there would have been lightning strike there. All right, listen. All right, so I want to listen for 4 middle slashes there, and I got it. So,
and this RNG right here is very important to the start of this run.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're gonna grab our shovel here. There we go. Dig ourselves out. All right, you ready to see this, Ice?
Oh yeah, I'm ready to see.
You ready for this?
Y'all
ready? Y'all ready for this?
Just letting y'all know, he has a game genie plugged in.
Oh my God! So lucky. Are you kidding me?
It's like a 1 in 1,000.
Wow! I think it actually is. In fact, it's worse. It's worse than a 1 in 1,000 chance. How nutty is that? Anyway, yeah, that was meant to be.
Wait, let me address something from chat. Never seen this game ran before. Waiting for Shu to explode when Moosh shows up. I have some good news and I have some bad news for you. Moosh is in the game for roughly about 6 seconds, if that.
You'll see later. All right, so yeah, that was that room was done in a very specific way. That's actually like the fastest room you can possibly get there, I think. But yeah, there's one of like 3 different patterns you can get there. They're each handled a certain way. We're still on manipulation, by the way. We're not done yet. This manipulation technically will end a few rooms into Dungeon 1. But you'll notice that the keys never bothered me there. I knew they wouldn't, because they do the same thing every time.
Also, keys are one of the worst, if not the worst enemies in the game to rolling RNG. So whenever the keys shift direction when they move, it rolls RNG up, like, substantially.
Yeah. Once every 2 frames.
Whereas, like, these enemies, like these moblins, whenever they turn, it rolls RNG.
Alright, so... let's see.
Alright, let's see if TGH here gets lucky again. So he's gonna go through this portal, go back into the present.
Yep. I swung one extra time than I wanted to, but it should be okay. Yeah, we're good. Okay, there we go.
Oh
cool.
My God.
So lucky.
So
lucky. That joke is gonna get old eventually, I swear. Probably already, actually.
Is that the good news or the bad news? Yes.
So yeah, we have 205 rupees. Which is nice.
We still actually don't have enough rupees for this run.
Yeah, we still need more.
I think you need like what? Like 60 or 80 more or something like that?
So it's 150 for the flute. Because we want to get Dimitri in this run. Dimitri for our animal companion.
80
so that's
for
150.
shields and then 60 for the Moron Guinea games?
The Moron Guinea games, yeah. 70 actually. 70
okay,
for those, yeah. So,
So you need 350.
Was it that?
You said 150 for 150 for the flute.
80 and 70.
No, I'm sorry, 80. So 300.
That seems more right. Alright, so now we're gonna go down and get the Dungeon 1 key, while still on manipulation. Just trying to save frames by... I can actually walk over corners of these pits. A task can actually walk over the pits, like literally just walk over the pits. Because in order to do that, you need to shift between like diagonal one direction and diagonally other direction every other frame. And I'm not about to try and do that. That's for sure.
So yeah, Dungeon 1, what is it, Ancient Crypt or Ancient Tomb or whatever?
Eternal Grave, no, sorry.
Explorer's Crypt.
No, it's Spirit's Grave, that's what it is.
Something.
It has a name.
Pretty straightforward, honestly. Those drops are all manipulated.
Yep.
I think, you do 3 slashes here after the...
Yeah, I do too. I slash once to get the rupees and then slash twice here.
Yeah.
And yep, the genie is in a perfect position. That works fine. And that's where the minute ends. Like, with the exception of knowing where the enemies are going to be in this room, so I can just slash you.
Yeah, but there's pretty much not really an easy way to keep up with the RNG manip here because of that keys.
Yeah, like this is where the keys begin, and where the keys begin, typically the manip stops. Unless you know, feel like walking frame perfectly, like, which,
yeah,
you know, I mean, you could.
Just like, just do it. Just walk frame perfectly.
But yeah, so another thing about Dungeon 1 is that I want to kill at least 30 enemies from here until the end of Dungeon 1, or from the beginning of the game until the end of Dungeon 1, because we want to encounter Maple after this dungeon. Maple is the witch that flies around and knocks all your stuff out of your inventory. Or knocks, well, not all your stuff, but still knocks a lot of stuff out. Because of that, I actually want to wait to kill this boss, this mini-boss, until it spawns another set of ghosts, like that. That's fine. That was actually really good. And that's why you'll see me going out of my way a couple times to kill some extra things, because, like, if I were to just beeline to the end, I wouldn't get enough kills.
I mean, to be honest, Shuli, I don't think anybody likes Ricky. I don't even think Ricky likes Ricky.
I would like Ricky if his movement weren't total crap. His movement is just, like, awkward. Alright, so here, I'm going to hard reset to reset the RNG value, and I'm going to listen for a certain sword pattern. There we go. Alright, and now I need to concentrate a bit. I got hit, but I might still be okay. I will know if I'm not okay if I get a heart drop here. But even if I'm not, it's not the end of the world. So yeah, there's a heart drop. Okay, so I'm probably 2 ahead right now. So I need to slash once.
Pattern, right?
Nope. Alright, so I'm gonna be safe and just not slash. But like, it's not like we're ahead. We're not ahead of the value. We're still behind it, so it's not like we can't save it. But we want to manipulate RNG as well, like after this screen, like on the screen right before Maple spawns, we want to advance the RNG forward to a point where we want it. So I'm going to listen for 5 mid slashes and 1 high slash here, and then I'm going to do something specific again on the next screen, on the Maple screen, in order to have Maple drop a specific thing. Okay, there we go. We're good. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But yeah, it's very important that we get this.
2.
Not only does it give us a potion, which we use for just kind of a safety in this run, but we also use it to get a ring. And the ring actually, even though the ring isn't appraised, the ring actually doesn't roll like what it actually is until you pick it up. So you saw how TGH was like slashing the sword before picking up the ring. That was to manipulate it to become the level 2 power ring, which is going to come in handy in pretty much most of the run. It doubles the damage that the sword gives, like the sword deals, but it also doubles the damage that Link takes.
Okay, so if we see a ring in the 3rd slot here, we'll know we got it. There we go, there it is. Alright, there's our level 2 power ring, and that's honestly a sort of something in marathons that's a little bit nerve-wracking, because if you miss that, you're losing at least like a few minutes, honestly.
Yeah.
Or at least I am.
Because like that can actually like mess up like future RNG manips if you have to kill stuff.
Yep, especially like Dungeon 3.
Oh yeah.
And a bonus feature of getting that manip, by the way, is that the enemies are in just the right spot where I can carry this rock all the way to this screen and save 1 frame. Because that does save a frame. Because throwing, like, if you pick up a rock and throw it, throwing the rock costs you a single frame. So if you want to save a frame, you got to take it all away. That one frame is important.
Also, I hope y'all like the music to this forest.
Oh, it's great.
It's like 6 notes.
So yeah, the way these screens shuffle is actually deterministic. It's the same way every time. That's a spot where a lot of like casual players get mixed up. But yeah, it's actually pretty simple if you know exactly what to do. If you know the screens to transition on. Alright, so we're gonna save and quit from here, and we're gonna end up back at the ring shop, and from there we're gonna go get the harp. The Harp of Ages. Not the Tune of Ages, which I was mentioning earlier, but the Harp of Ages. It's kind of nuts how, like, this run is still, like, at best. My PB is 1 hour and 22 minutes. It's kind of nuts how even with a credits warp, it's still 1 hour and 22 minutes. Here we go, and now Nehru's gonna relay a message here.
Does anyone else agree with me that Ages is better than Seasons? I mean, it depends on if you prefer puzzles or combat.
I like the aesthetic of Seasons better, personally. I think I like the Ages run better, though. It's more interesting.
You mean the Seasons run?
No, the Ages run. I think the Ages speedrun is more interesting than Seasons. You're awfully silent after me saying that.
Huh?
Should I be worried?
No, not at all.
Okay. I think Seasons is the better casual game, personally, but I think Ages is the more interesting speedrun. Is that such a harsh opinion?
No. I
Thank
mean,
you.
to be honest, they're both games.
Say that again? I think you cut out a little bit.
I said, to be honest, they're both really good games.
I agree with that. I agree with that for sure. Alright, so now we're gonna go get Mystery Seeds. The plot of this game is really screwed up, by the way. It's also very simple. I'm sorry. It's also very complicated compared to Seasons. So essentially you head over this way to get Mystery Seeds, and then once you find them, you encounter a guard, which basically tells you, like, hey, Queen Ambi's been looking for those because Queen Ambi, I guess, was ordered by Nehru, who's possessed by Varan, to collect Mystery Seeds because Mystery Seeds are Varan's weakness. So you essentially do Varan's verdi work. You do Varan's dirty work for her by collecting the Mystery Seeds, which we just did there.
Fun fact, the Mystery Seeds look like a pear.
They kind of do.
So, Varan doesn't like pears, apparently.
Also, fun fact, so this is just about me, specifically, because I'm weird. I don't do this nearly as much in Ages as I do in Seasons, because Seasons is a much more movement-heavy game with a lot more, like, quick reactions to be had. But I actually switch controllers periodically throughout this run. I switch between a GBA SP and a digital Hori pad that looks like this. For more movement-heavy sections, I just like the D-pad on this controller better, but I like literally everything about the GBA SP. Literally everything else better about the SP.
Does he get the frame-perfect bomb?
Yes, we do.
Oh, baby.
The swag bomb.
Alright, we're just gonna leave this here for Queen Ambi. See you later.
Yep. A bonus as well as it keeps the music going. music's supposed to fade out there. For some reason, the bomb just keeps it going.
It does the exact opposite in Link's in LADX. Bombs just stop the music when
Yep.
you bomb trigger for Nightmare or Death Eye or whatever.
What a weird series of games.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're about to enter the worst dungeon, like, ever. Dungeon 2. I'm so glad we don't finish this dungeon.
He says that, but he's never actually played Dungeon 7.
It's true. Well, it's the
Which
worst
is-
dungeon in the run. Dungeon 7's not in this run.
Yeah. Dungeon 7 doesn't exist in this run. But seriously, Dungeon 7 and casual playthrough of this game is the worst. It wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for the mermaid suit.
By the way, yes, you can flip those guys over with the shovel. Ordinarily, you need the shield. But you can do it with the shovel. You just kind of like mash the shovel as they're coming toward you. Sometimes you get hit, but I feel like most of the time you don't. So yeah, this place is just like kind of an RNG fest. This place is so bad that not even the all essences run like fights this boss. So the all
nobody likes the mermaid suit. Nobody.
Go
ahead. Sorry.
No, I agree with you. Nobody likes the mermaid suit.
Who wants to sit there and like furiously mash the D-pad to swim like 3 pixels?
Not even I like D-pads that much. Oh, that's actually BS. Really? Go ahead. Yeah. At least we got that heart. Yeah, so that's kind of a that's a tough room. Sometimes the keys can just like be really mean in that room.
It's okay, you'll get another heart in here.
Oh, we'll get multiple actually.
Oh baby.
Yeah, that was actually kind of big because I want at least 2.5 hearts going into the mini boss because you can get a quick kill. By the way, I have the ring equipped right now, which is dealing double damage, but I'm also taking a full heart of damage when I should be taking a half heart of damage from enemies. So there's just like a downside. I should have grabbed that rupee.
You could always go back. Oh wait, it's not there.
There are safety rupees in this run. Alright, here we go. Here's I don't remember what the name of this boss is. I call it the Dumbo wannabe.
I can get the name of this again.
It's like Swoop or something. I think Swoop is like the canon name. No, so if he could just like bounce an extra time.
Yeah, Swoop, you were right.
Nice, I actually was right. Yeah, he can bounce an extra time. He didn't there, so I didn't get the quick kill. It's complete luck, essentially. Alright, can we get trips? Ah, double, okay. It's just a safe play to, like, bomb these Stalfos, because they can actually, like, wreck you as you're walking through the room. Alright, so I'm going to unequip the ring.
So we're entering a part of the run here where we get one of the best items in the game, and then we get out of here, because this dungeon stinks.
Yep, essentially. We're about to do something called D2 skip. So I mentioned earlier that we don't need to finish like every dungeon in this run. In fact, we only need to finish 3. We need to finish dungeons 1, 3, and 6. We do not need to finish dungeon 2, we just need the Rock's Feather and get out of there. So now we're going to do something called a text warp, which is initiating a text box on the same frame that I try to leave a submap by doing this, and now I'm going to listen for a pattern. Okay, there's going to be a lot happening right here, so I'm going to need to...
Yeah, everything you see here
focus a bit.
is intended.
Yes, like dev intended, for sure. So we needed to RNG manipulate that like to get us out of the tree, because we like wouldn't have been able to do it otherwise. And
He's
now I'm
also-
gonna do a
He's
jump
also
here.
walking very specifically through these screens.
Yep. All right, here we go. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that's perfect. That was
Ooh,
really good.
that
All right, so
was,
that's D2 skip. And a really good one as well. So, what happened there was that was RNG manipulation for pretty much everything in that segment. Combined with a bomb boosted jump, combined with a shield boost off the mule dorm, off the I can't speak today, off the Moldorm.
Must be Moldorm's cousin.
Yeah, so that was a really good one as well. That used to be a lot harder. They used to be like double frame perfect, double pixel perfect, and like sub pixel perfect. But now it's just single frame perfect, which is really nice. No, it's not even single frame perfect. My bad. It's just like kind of it's just a little precise. That's all. Okay, so since we're up here now, and we have Pegasus Seeds now, Pegasus Seeds are going to allow us to, well, go fast. But since we're up here, we're just going to fight Moblin King.
We do this for an item later.
Yep.
Or we get the item now, we turn it in later.
Yeah, this is going to give us the item that we ultimately trade for the Dungeon 5 key, or that allows us access to Dungeon 5. Which, by the way, has the best music in the franchise.
No, I'm leaving the commentary booth. How dare you say Crown Dungeon has good music?
I mean, that's why they call it Crown Dungeon. Because it's crowned with the best music. Oh, I don't know. I don't freaking know.
Y'all just gonna leave this on screen?
Wait, what?
Just gonna
Leave what on screen? What's on screen?
you.
What's it? Oh.
Go.
I didn't realize you were talking about me. Rude. Alright. So, now that we just did a skip, we're gonna do another skip. We are going to do something called Moosh Skip. Sorry, Moosh lovers. But, yeah.
Yo, y'all get ready. Get ready. Moosh is about to get the spotlight.
We'll define the spotlight. Whoops, I missed the tree. Nice.
The spotlight.
Okay, so we can actually use a bomb again to boost ourselves over this pit, if that's a good enough position. It was good. Okay, awesome.
It looked good.
Yep.
So yeah, after this cave here, we'll get the spotlight that Moosh deserves.
We get to see him sulk. Poor Moosh. Don't worry, we use him in seasons.
Yeah, for like another 15 seconds.
Poor Moosh. Okay. So, fun fact, in Japanese, Japanese actually has... Whoa! Jesus. Anyway.
Here we go. Yo,
There is...
Big shoutouts to Moosh. And
he's gone.
that's all of it. That's the entire.
That's the only appearance he makes.
That's all you get.
Poor Moosh. So yeah, we're playing on Japanese, by the way. Japanese has faster text, but also faster resets. Because the Capcom logo is not skippable in the English version. In this version, it is. I don't know why. It just is. Alright, so we're gonna come down here and visit this screen very briefly, just to set that warp point, so that we can come back to it later. Trees serve as warp points. You can use Gale Seeds once we actually get them later to warp back to screens.
I was waiting for when Dusk was gonna come in here with these bear puns. just couldn't bear to have him on the screen any longer.
It's not even a pun. That's just a fact.
Fun fact:
Right. Hi, Ralph. Bye, Ralph.
We were actually supposed to see Ralph a couple other times, but since we never did Dungeon 2, that's pretty much our second time seeing Ralph. And then
he left as quickly as he appeared. Alright, so now we get to see Ricky.
Oh boy. The worst animal, to be honest.
Yeah, you'll see very quickly why speedrunners don't like Ricky too much. Well, once we actually get his boxing gloves.
We'll see why Teach doesn't like him.
Okay, yeah, sure. I can't speak for everyone, but yeah.
Because Teach's very particular way of mashing, and sometimes he overmashes. Not sometimes, mostly. It's mostly, to be honest. And yeah,
I'm getting better at it.
You get some extra text boxes. Oh, you actually didn't get it this time.
No, I've gotten better at Ricky. Ricky is oh, there we go. Okay, there's a punch. There's a punch.
There it is. There's the punch.
Oh, not that one. Just an extra hop. But yeah, Ricky movement is really hard to optimize.
Yeah, it's like most of the stuff in this game, like you have like a brief second after mashing in order, but like before like inputs start working. But like once you like stop talking to Ricky, like it's immediate, and like you'll see like a bunch of punching happening, and you're just like, oh, okay, sorry.
Yep. So we issued a couple of things there. We got the treasure map so that we could go on this this raft and get raft wrecked. Oh, Jesus. Okay. That's not exactly what I meant. But
that's never happened before.
I've actually never done that before. I didn't even know that was possible.
You must have clipped into the railing or something.
I think so.
Alright, so we are entering the part of the game that nobody likes.
As I was saying, by the way, so yeah, we got the treasure map that made this happen, and we also got a satchel upgrade. So now our satchel can carry 50 of each seed, which you will see once we actually get Pegasus Seeds back. Or once we get our satchel back, you'll see that we have 50 of each seed that we had before, which is nice.
But here we have the wonderful, wonderful world of the Tokay.
Yes. They suck, by the way. Yeah, the Tokay have stolen all of my stuff, and I need to get it all back.
The best part about it is, even though they scammed us, we're about to scam them.
Yeah. Yeah, there's actually a glitch that we can do that skips like pretty much half the island. It skips like the Tokay chef minigame and stuff like that. It saves a lot of time.
Yeah, like it skips like the entire like trade sequence between like the feather, the bracelet, and your shovel stuff.
Yeah, it essentially allows us to get both items from the trading post like pretty quickly, but we need the bracelet to do anything, so we're just gonna grab that real quick. Whoops, a little slow. So we need the bracelet to go get the bombs, and the bombs are the key to the glitch that we need to do back at that trading post. So once we actually get back there, you might notice too that like, especially in dialogue boxes where like, you know, I have a choice between yes or no, basically there are a couple of frames where I can actually input something. And most of the time it's kind of annoying because it means you have to like be careful with your mashing. In this case, you want to actually take advantage of that because when you place a bomb or when you pull out a bomb between those text boxes, the shovel you're supposed to get from the dialogue.
Sorry to cut you off. This is the best part up here coming up.
Oh, there we go. All right, I actually forgot about that until you said that. Thank you. So let's see if I can pull it off. There we go. That was perfect.
Yeah.
That was flawless.
That was yeah, that was pretty fast.
Yeah, so that trick overall to get that is double frame perfect. Because the each bomb pull is frame perfect if you can interrupt the dialogue. And the result of that is the shovel, instead of you collecting it, it just kind of lays on the floor for some reason. I don't really know why it happens, but it makes it so that it's an item that you can pick up instead. Oh boy. I'm gonna buff that again. There we go. Fun fact, the way I did that with 2 buffers, it did not save time. That only saves time if you get it if you only buffer once. So yeah, we just skipped a lot of stuff in Tokay Island. And now we're gonna go get our seed satchel.
Coming up is one of my favorite songs in the game.
Oh yeah, Moonlit Grotto.
Moonlit Grotto is so good.
Or as my live split likes to say, Moonlit Grottot.
Grottot.
Because I can't type.
Alright, I will agree that the Tokay are nice enough to fill the seed satchel after they stole it from you.
Yeah, for sure. Whoops, I forgot about that. And Dungeon 3 is very heavily manipulated as well.
For good reasons.
Oh yeah, for sure.
A, we manipulate for 3 seed drops, essentially, which will tell us that we're on the right, RNG. And then B, for a specific seed to drop, that we were actually supposed to get a sent seed plant to plant on this island in the past and go get sent seeds from the present. But we're going to manipulate a sent seed drop in D3.
Hopefully we can take it that far. It's hard to take that far, but we can do it. Hello. Alright, here we go. So here's D3. We're just gonna beeline to a certain room. That was okay. We're gonna get our first key, and then we're gonna immediately start manipulation. If it goes well, that manipulation will last like all the way almost to the boss. Oh, whoops. That was not good. It's fine, we got bombs to spare. Yeah, so this dungeon is all about these crystals that you shatter, and it like makes something happen in the center room. It basically allows you to progress, but yeah, so I'm gonna hard reset here, and I'm gonna listen for a pattern. Perfect, okay, that's fine. Alright, so everything you see from here until I say otherwise is actually manipulated, like RNG manipulated.
Just gonna bomb some Pole's voice. And then bomb this Moldorm.
So really taking advantage here of Sword Slashes to roll the RNG when I can. I'm gonna do it again pretty soon here.
It's what, 7 slashes in this room?
Yep, 7.
See, I don't even run this game.
I know. You will soon, though.
I gotta find a Japanese copy of this game. That isn't like $65.
Okay, upcoming room is actually interesting because I cannot finish this room too fast. I have to actually like slacken this room a bit. I have to like enter on this top. Yeah, see the P hat coming down like pretty much halfway into the screen. That's exactly what I want. This is the pattern I'm looking for. So there's a huge reason we manipulate D3, and it's because of what's coming up in a couple rooms. These Armos here are just huge pains.
Yeah, complete random movement from them.
And with Minute, it's just like that. Done. But we're not done yet. We're not even close, hopefully. Alright, so I want to do 7 extra slashes in this room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2 rooms from now, we should see some Pegasus Seed drops, which are huge. There's a heart drop, that's how I know I'm good. 1, 2, 3. All 3 of them. Nice. Perfect.
That 5 drop is also part of the manip.
Yep. Yeah, we need a few extra rupees in this run. And there we go. There's some extra rupees too. We're on a good pattern. Perfect. So this next room coming up, I have to fire this seed super early because this shaking rolls RNG a certain amount, and if I do it too late, it actually rolls to something that I don't want. These like shouldn't bother me at all. Should see... Yep, that's perfect. Okay, so in this room I need to actually delay my seed usage. There we go. Let that bottom blue Tektite jump before I advance. Go around this guy.
So coming up, we have the mini boss. That's gonna be forget the name. Just looked it up.
I don't know, maybe.
But basically, the manip helps with knowing how this boss is gonna move. So we have to dig him out from the ground, and he should walk left.
Yep, left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 extra slash. So if I do this right, this room should just be 2 slashes on these 2 mold rooms. 1, 2. Perfect. 2 more. So now if I, there's just 1 more thing to do in the manip. Just 1 more. That's, do this 3-tile jump cleanly. 3-tile jumps are like a 2 or 3 frame window to do. Let's see if I can do it. Nope. Okay. That's not good. Yeah, I paused the frame early and, okay, there we go. Okay, and I didn't get it. So that set of grass right there is supposed to drop a scent seed. Or it has each one of these bushes. Oh my god, P-hat, please. There we go. Well, it balanced out, I guess.
Yeah, essentially the manip was supposed to go up to that point to manipulate one of those bushes to drop. But we needed to nail that 3-tile jump first try.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 chance for each bush. So, in other words, it's a 75% chance. What? Or, at least it should be. Should is the key word. But it never actually works like that when you're not manipulating it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna find a way to manipulate this. I'm just gonna hopefully not get screwed by these P-hats. Okay. Alright. This is fine. There are hearts here, yeah. A little bit of a shaky hand to D3, but it is what it is.
Yeah, we need health for this boss, and we don't want to waste our potion. In order to get 3 hits each phase on this boss, we have to take a damage pop.
Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Jeez.
Okay. Generous.
Quarter of a heart, no big deal.
Wasn't close.
Alright, there's tension 3. But yeah, it's good that I saved my potion, because I do have a revival potion, by the way. It came with the LT power ring. earlier that I manipulated from Maple. It's just like right there. It's simple, it's easy, it takes 0 time to actually get.
We want that potion for a more dangerous dungeon later on, which is D6.
Yeah. D6 or slightly before D6.
Yeah.
Which is when I typically use mine.
I don't know. I've seen those blue wizard robes in D6.
Oh yeah.
Kinda
They're bad.
heck you over.
Yeah. God, the candles are so bad.
Oh yeah, the
D6,
candles are pretty bad.
Their hitboxes are twice the size of their sprite.
Yo, there's a
At least it
cutie
seems
on
that way.
stream right now. Look at this. Look at Dimitri.
Here we go. Oh, nice overmash. Overmash, champion of the world. Actually, that fits Ricky better than it does Dimitri.
But don't worry, we still get more Dimitri later on. Because the flute we're about to pick up is going to be Dimitri's flute.
Yep.
By the way, it's been a minute. Mind if I hop in for a second?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Yeah. Just want to remind everybody that we are doing this to raise money for Save the Children, which is a charity that raises money and distributes resources for kids around the world to get them better education and help them out, especially in places that are plagued with war and just conflict and stuff like that. So it's all for a good cause, and your money goes to a good thing. So please consider donating. We are only $26 away from $750. Be a great way to end day one. But I'll let y'all think about that.
That's an awesome cause. Definitely consider donating if you haven't already. I'll be donating at some point this week, if not after this run.
Take your time.
Ooh. I don't know how I didn't get hit there. Oops. Alright, so we just had to go up and talk to that Carpenter leader in order to initiate this event. Hey, it's Dimitri again. Long time no see.
Yeah, somehow after Dimitri went to the right side of the screen,
he ended up over here.
They somehow got stuck on the left side of the world.
Alright, but now it's time for Dimitri to ride me, instead of the other way around. So yeah, it's faster to carry Dimitri with Pegasus Seeds active. It's like one of the main reasons that Dimitri is the fastest animal companion. Aside from just this particular section of the Highlands being like totally simple, this section actually changes with each animal companion that you have, whether it be Ricky, Moosh, or Dimitri. Like this Highland section is different no matter which companion you have.
Since we have Dimitri, there's gonna be water everywhere, waterfalls, since Dimitri can swim.
I figured I'd save these seeds as well. I have enough seeds to probably be kind of aggressive with them, but okay, good. No shot. I like that. Those flowers can shoot you, but sometimes they just don't, and that's fine. That's fine by me. Alright, so upcoming is Symmetry Village. Symmetry Village has a thing, a little quirk about it. Like, everything in the village, including its people, need to stay symmetrical to each other, like relative to the center. And yeah, so it's up to you, and like the village is like completely kind of screwed with like this volcano erupting, and it's out of balance and whatnot. Because this item here called the wow, nice. Wait, what am I doing? There we go, that's better. Called the Toonie Nuts is, or what I call the bell pepper. it's a bell pepper essentially. Is missing, or broken rather, and we need to visit these two brothers. But we kind of just like enter that house and leave because the game thinks we've talked to him. So we're gonna talk to this one now, and he's gonna give me the broken Toonie Nut, which we need to take to somebody named Patch.
patch is going to make us play a very safe minigame.
I really don't want to hit you. There we go. Nice spawn, buddy. Oops. Wow, that's a spawn.
Of all the map tiles.
Yep, so I tried to enter the water anyway and press B to dive, but because I have my harp on B, yeah.
We played
the harp instead.
the song of the Zora's people.
Yes. Also, my harp and seeds are switched around on my menu. So we're learning the tune of currents now, which is going to allow us to it's sort of like a one-way path between time periods. So you can go from the past to the present. It's kind of like the mirror in Link to the Past. If you know about the magic mirror. But yeah, like one thing that's really important in this run is menuing, or menu efficiency, menu management, etc. Because the Game Boy Color Zeldas, or the Game Boy Zeldas in general, are the only Zeldas that actually have the items in your menu like able to be moved around relative to each other. And some people say it makes it awkward, but I actually really like it for the speedrun. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do this now. There we go. There, menu fixed. So yeah, it's really important, like, you know, if you do like mess up your menu, like I did earlier, to know how to fix it and like where everything is supposed to be. Which takes a lot of time to get down.
Yeah, menu routing is very intense in this game.
Yeah. Very intense, very particular, and very individualized between players.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
As well. So yeah, the Tune of Echoes is the song that we knew before, you know, we learned any songs. And that actually activates certain portals. Activates portals to bring you from present to past, or vice versa. It can go either way, actually. I actually have plenty of seeds now I can be aggressive with them. I want to have 10 screeds? 10 seeds by this screen.
Screeds.
I don't even know anymore. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
The
I'm
English
saying words.
language,
Whatever wants to come out.
The English language is harder than the speed run.
I swear. It really is. So yeah, this segment in particular is very dangerous. And if you're not careful here, you can absolutely lose your potion, which you don't want. Coming up after this segment, though, is something very interesting with Rng Manipulation. D4 skip, we call it D4 skip, because that's exactly what it does. It basically skips like all of D4 instead of just half of it.
It's one of the most intense RNG ones, but like it's also like really incredible, like how it was found.
Yeah, like you'll see once you actually see it. It's like it's actually ridiculous how
like the amount of things that had to like come together in perfection like this to make this skip happen is like absolutely wild.
All right, so now we're playing minigame. Okay. Because this is Patch's idea of a sort of ritual, I guess? I have no idea. I don't know what's going on here, to be honest with you. Alright, luckily there's health here, though. Thanks, Patch. Good RNG there. Alright, so now we have the fixed tuning nut. We're going to replace it, and then immediately save and quit.
Yep, we need to set the RNG value.
Yep, so alright, I need concentration here. Okay, So I waited a very specific amount of time on the title screen in order to set the RNG where I want to, and I'm going to fine-tune adjust it once I'm actually inside D4. So this is Skull Dungeon. We don't really see much of it, or we won't see much of it. Alright, here we go. So I'm gonna be doing a bunch of like errant-looking stuff here, but I assure you it has a purpose. Okay, there we go. Perfect.
We'll do a little bit more explanation after.
Yeah. Just watch. Just watch everything come together. This position here is actually pixel perfect on both X and Y pixel. It's also sub-pixel perfect too.
Which is why we fell into the lava.
That's it.
Nice.
That was really fast too. Yep, so that's D4 skip. And yeah, that was actually a pretty good one too. Like minimal buffers.
So yeah, the amount of like RNG manipulation that's in that section of the run is like, you know, you have the Stalfos that fires the arrow, moves in a very particular way. Then you have the other Stalfos that like jump when you slash at them. And we needed to use one of those to shield boost into the bomb that pushes Link a little bit further with the jump. And then we also take damage from an arrow that was fired from the Stalfos that gave us just enough of a boost to land on the bridge.
Yeah. On top of that, it's that trick is frame perfect as well. Like the jump itself is frame perfect. The position that you need to be in is pixel perfect. And you need your subpixels to be correct as well. So there's just like how somebody found that is beyond me. Basically is what I'm saying. Alright, so now it's off to Dungeon 5. Oops. Interesting menuing there.
Really glad my game audio is muted.
Get your cat jams ready.
Ugh.
Your sour pleases.
Ugh. If you like the sound of chalk and claws scraping on a chalkboard, this is the dungeon for you. 100%.
All right, here we go. Let's go.
Why do I have the feeling like I'm gonna pull up the stream
God.
and you're gonna be cat jamming when I pull up the stream?
After that room, I don't think I'll cat jam for the rest of the day. The room was bad. Ugh. Okay. Excuse me. What are you laughing at?
Sound effects.
What are you laughing at? Laughing at the noises I make? That's rude.
All the hours that I've spent watching you and listening to the sound effects you make whenever you get close calls.
And you still laugh. I see. See how it is.
Of course I do. That's why we're friends. You know how it works?
Seems right. Alright, y'all remember like those cool little S symbols that everyone made in like middle school? Yeah, I just made one.
I'd also like to point out, like, my casual playthrough, it took me like 20 minutes to push those blocks on the right way.
Oh! Okay, so it looks like we're gonna be using our potion here. That's fine. So this is another text warp. And that's perfect location already. There we go. So yeah, we have to take a damage boost here just to get through, but yeah, you'll see it's just an immediate revival, which is nice.
so long, Potion.
Okay. Thanks for the heart I didn't need.
That was kind of disrespectful heart. All right, this is the part of the run that nobody likes. This is the
This is Goron minigames, or as I like to call it, Moron Guinea games. I'm not even kidding when I say that I said that by accident one day, and it stuck. It stuck with me personally.
So not only do we have to play this dance game twice, we also have to dodge bombs, and we also have to
shoot diamonds. All right. So there is actually tech here, though. I'm gonna fail this one since it's a 7-step. I don't like a 7-step, but however, and I need to keep count as well.
He can only fail 2.
Yeah, the 2 that I fail, though, are strategic. I want to fail the very last one, and that's 4 out of 8. Basically, just skip some text. That's 6, I think. Seven. Okay, so I'm gonna fail this one, and it actually skips the text that tells me that I suck. There we go. All right. We're gonna fill up on some seeds here. Nice little seed refills.
Not gonna lie, Mermaid Cave is actually a pretty good song too.
No, I agree.
Despite the dungeon being really awful, Mermaid Cave has some pretty good music.
That was that seed refused. Huh?
I don't think that seed should have landed there, like where you switch hooked it. It looked like it was gonna go into a tile before.
Yeah, it's pretty precise. You have to be on the in-between tile for it to work. It's a weird little positional thing, but I was more surprised by the seed just refusing to be pushed the first time. All right, so this is one of those games that can be easy to screw up, but we're good. So I'm not gonna pull any flashy stuff, but.
We're not gonna trick shot magic 360 no scope.
No, none of that stuff.
Please don't. And also, please don't play the game twice.
You're right. That is a thing. There we go. Okay, we're good.
All right. Not playing the game twice is it's pixel. It's frame perfect and it's pixel perfect. And saves time.
Whoa, that was rude.
What is with your spawns in this run?
I don't know, but that wouldn't have hit me anyway, because I had some iframes there. After you warp, you generally have a ton of iframes.
So this is the most interesting Moron Guinea game here. So the only screen we were looking for is the first one that he got there with the angel looking thing, the blue angel, and then the blue block.
Yep.
The object here is we want to get 100 points. If we miss the ball, we get -50. Or if we hit any of the purple ones, blue one, yeah, purple, I guess, we lose points. So the little angel and the blue block, I think it's 130?
Yeah, 130. So yeah, we just need to not miss for the rest of the game, and we're good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then there's a twist. As long as we hit the ball, it counts as a 0 instead of a -50. So we break those first 2, and then just strike out the next 9 times.
True MVP. MLB MVP, striking out 9 times. In one game, that's impressive. In reality, you're just fouling them off, though. So, Put that in that.
I mean, as long as you don't hit the batter.
Alright. So yeah, we're just basically doing a bunch of like trading and stuff to get both the past and present Dungeon 6 keys, because you need both of them. I should have enough seeds now.
Now
Whoa, that was interesting.
Now we're coming up to one of the scariest minigames.
Yeah, it is like truly the worst minigame. It's the hardest, like by far.
So you have to dodge bombs that are being thrown different directions, and they start gradually getting faster and faster. And if you get hit by one, you instantly lose.
Okay. See if we can get lucky. I like unironically need to focus for this.
Yeah, that's why I'm not really saying anything.
Alright, we're good.
Okay. The game was a little nice. So that's one of the mermaid keys. Now we get to go visit our good pal, the dance guy again.
Again, yeah.
To get the other mermaid key. And then we're off to D6.
Finally.
D6 has one of the most it has really good tech in it, in my opinion.
Yeah, like 75% of it is manipulated.
Yeah. And there's a lot of tech to react to.
Yeah, pretty much everything, yeah.
I'll let you focus for this.
I don't think I need to focus too hard for this. Once we get to Dungeon 6, sure, but...
I don't want you to miss your doot 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 doo.
That's 3. 4? 5. 6. Counting, what's Zelda?
Oh boy, Zelda 1. Wait.
Don't get me started. Don't get yourself started either.
I don't play that game.
You've never played it.
Uh-uh. Hard. Too hard, honestly. Alright.
Alright.
Get those cat jams out.
Yeah, get your actual cat jams out.
The real ones.
Ooh. Wow, that was...
Stalfos?
Can you not? Alright, I got him eventually. Just a terrible, terrible room. Terrible room in general. There we go.
I want to know what's in those scent seeds that causes all these enemies to be like, yo, I need to just run at these things aimlessly.
Yeah.
Is it like pizza?
It's a pizza scented seed. Yo, can you not?
Yo, nice
what are these
wizard.
enemies doing? Like, my god.
Nice blue wizard, Jesus.
Oh, thanks to the fairy, though.
Oh,
and the heart.
wow.
And the
Wow.
heart. Not that I needed the heart, but still.
Nice manipulation there.
Sure, why not? Here's another blue jerk. Oh, that's fine.
We have to be careful in this room. We needed to blow up those bomb rocks and that wall there, that's not indicated that it's a bomb wall, by the way. We need to blow those up and get grabbed by a wall master. But if we get grabbed too early, that's a problem. We have to go all the way back.
I'm just gonna stay over here for a bit, let you go pie, and we're good. Okay. That room is genuinely scary. Both the candles rooms are really something.
So after this room starts the RNG manip of Mermaid Cave. So I'll let you focus here. Sure.
Alright, hard reset. And so yeah, pretty much the rest of the dungeon is manipulated. Okay.
We manipulate it for two major reasons. One of them is for the boss key. The room with the boss key has 2 switches you pull, and when you pull the switch, it's based off your RNG whether or not it spawns the chest.
Yeah, and they are not 50-50 either, which is why we manipulate them.
Yeah, that must be some really good pizza in that scent seed.
I hate this. I hate this. But yeah, like another major reason is because of the Vire fight in this dungeon. Like Vire can be really, really nasty.
That and the bat boost.
Yep, but check this out though. You can do this. There we go. Switch hook is an incredible Zelda item. Just incredible. I love it.
Balanced. It's fully balanced. Alright, so coming up is another reason why we manipulate this dungeon here. We have a sub-boss coming up after we do this, I guess you can call the spinning fan puzzle thingy.
The merry-go-rounds.
Yeah, those. So without the manip, Vire has 3 different... I'll let you do this first.
Sure. Okay, that's fine.
So Vire has 3 different attacks he can do. He can dash into you, like that one there. He can come out of the screen and start moving around in like a circular motion and firing fireballs. Or he can fire, like he'll just come out, fire a fireball, and just immediately dash off a screen. With the manip there, we basically just have him dash 3 times. And we're gonna pick up one of the worst items in the game. Hope you like furiously punching your D-pad.
Punching your D-pad?
So you can swim
so
3 meters.
Alright, so we're still on manip. Technically. I mean, it's quite a variable manip. Ugh.
Oh. Hope that didn't mess it up.
No, you're fine. Or it should be fine. That might be bad though. Just because of keys.
Those keys are in a different spot now. Yeah, those blue wizards are... Well...
Yeah. Well, nonetheless, I can still listen for a pattern as long as I just focus. Like, I know a bunch of different patterns that work. Oh wow, that's quick.
Wow.
Okay, so that was really slow, but I basically just kind of gave up on every other pattern. Just went for the one that's like super obvious.
So yeah,
just imagine that, but a lot quicker. That's what it's supposed to look like.
So yeah, if we don't manipulate that, you could pull that switch 40 times and still not get the boss key to spawn.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty crap. Pretty sure that's fine. I think. Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, it looks good. Okay,
so this is a brand new manip now, because I hard reset. But the end result here is to skip straight to the boss without the use of a key that we're supposed to get in an underwater section.
Yeah, we do another one of those, what is it, 4 tile? 5 tile? 4?
I think it's... I don't even know. I think it's 4.
4 tile, and we utilize another bomb jump with a shield boost off of a keys.
Okay, this is perfect pattern.
Which it honestly saves like 2 minutes because it takes like 5 years to switch hook the 6 diamonds in that room.
Okay, should be good. Alright, I need to focus for this. So like so the object here is to do a bomb boosted jump. Or a bomb plus a keys boosted jump. Like a shield boost. All the way to the boss. Which does skip a key. It helps that I know exactly what the enemies are going to do there. Alright, so... equip sword. Advance the RNG where I need to. There we go. Nope, I didn't get the jump. I was a frame late. Ugh! That's bad. Alright, whatever.
So yeah.
I was exactly 1 frame late for that.
Now we have to come down here and get this key. It's unfortunate, but it's also a very hard trick to land.
Alright, so I want that. But yeah, this room, like, I don't laugh at me. I barely know how to do this room.
I mean, this
I was
room
hoping I
is
wouldn't
pretty,
have to do this.
I mean, this room is pretty bad, to be honest.
Yeah, if you ever need to do this room, don't do it like this. There's a much better way to do it that I just don't know and don't practice. Okay, but we're fine. We're fine.
Yeah, that room takes a very long time. It's like upwards to like 6 years.
Just about, yeah. Okay,
I was about to say, you should probably just kill that Keese because it was a jerk.
Yeah, seems right to me. Alright, now that my menu's all screwed, we finally get to fight the boss. Oh wow, I got 5, okay.
Not bad.
So just one spin slash.
I was gonna say, shouldn't have one spin slash.
Yep. Alright, so that's Dungeon 6.
This is the last dungeon we'll ever see.
Yep, so now that we've completed Dungeon 6, it sets the flag in Andy's Palace for you to be able to fight Possessed Nehru and learn the Tune of Ages. So the way we're actually gonna get into the palace, though, you're supposed to, like, do a bunch of stuff outside the palace, like push a couple of buttons to open, like, the back way to the palace, but instead, we're gonna do something called Guard Skip. It's a well-timed, or fairly well-timed, Scent Seed drop and slight delay in movement, which is actually just, like, it's pretty easy if you just buffer with a sword slash. But essentially, yeah, there's also a 2-pixel window to stand on the X coordinate, and I am on the rightmost pixel right now, so we're good. I'm just gonna, like, mash start and equip. those, and there, we're in. And that is much quicker than the alternative, for sure.
Oh yeah. All right. So,
go ahead.
Yeah, no. So we're heading down to this one area. So this is actually leading us to the back end of Ambi's Palace. But the reason that we come back here is we need this one specific map tile. So he's gonna save quit here, and he's going to hard reset. And he's gonna set up another RNG manip.
Okay.
And that's gonna set up a pretty much a perfect possessed Nehru fight. Nehru has a 50-50 chance, basically, to either stand there and laugh at you, is what I like to call it, or warp around, and we don't want her to warp.
Alright. As a bonus, I know like exactly where she's gonna go to. Whoops, that's not right. Six slashes there. Nine slashes there. Should be
You know,
good.
that's kind of a nice fight, if I do say so.
It is.
The
It
first,
is.
the first
It
one-
actually took me a minute to realize what you were talking
first
about,
one
but
was,
yeah, it is nice.
6 slashes and then 9 slashes. That's kind of
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it is kind of nice, isn't it? Only kind of though, because they're not together. But anyway, all right. So the last part of this run, the last order of business is to do the credits work, because we're going to learn the Tune of Ages in the next cutscene here. The Tune of Ages serves as a tool for us to travel back and forth between the past and the present freely, without the use of portals, without the use of anything, with no restrictions. That is the last key that we need to perform ACE, or Arbitrary Chaotic Execution. So essentially what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be doing a text warp to get out of bounds from a cave. And what that's going to do is that's going to put us in what's technically the overworld, but actually out of bounds in the overworld into something called X-World, and you'll see why it's called X-World in a second. In a few minutes. It's pretty obvious why. But once we're in X-World, we're going to do a bunch of stuff while out of bounds. And it's going to serve as essentially me telling the game to look at a certain thing, or look at my file name and execute it as code. Now you might remember at the start of the run I said remember my file name. It's important. It's something very specific that tells the game once it's looked at to basically execute the end credits. Whoops. Nice. Nobody saw that. So what I'm going to be doing here is warping to Roland Ridge. And we're going to go right back into Mermaid's Cave, except we're not going to go all the way in. We're just going to go into the entrance part.
Get ready for your screen to look all weird.
Yep. Yeah, get ready to enter hell, by the way. Like, we're literally going to enter hell right now. This is actually super interesting.
You might want to blow into the cart.
I'll just walk. Equipping seed is too much work. I'll just walk. Alright, so I want to set up on a specific Y pixel. Do that. Here we go, we're in hell. So, this is technically an overworld tile. So when I play the Tune of Ages, I go back to the present, and we're in X-World now. I wonder why it's called X-World. So we walk up to this tile, up 2 screens to this tile. Now everything you see me do, I'm going to do it and then I'm going to explain it. But basically it's subpixel manipulation followed by sprite slot manipulation. Hope I'm not off. Not working, I think.
I'll say that was good.
There we go. Alright, now I want to send seeds and this. Alright. Okay, that's time.
And that's the end of the game.
Time. Sorry, I didn't like give a warning on time, but yeah, I was too busy trying to explain stuff to give time. But okay, so this is the ending cutscene. This is the end of the game. This is the post final boss cutscene. You'll notice it looks perfectly normal. Nothing abnormal about the sprites at all, especially Link, especially the A and B buttons, like their sprites.
I mean,
but
the tower definitely looks normal.
The tower is normal, yeah. What's on the tower right now is definitely like, you know, also normal. But okay, I'll try my best to explain what happened there. So that is subpixel perfect on the Y coordinate. Long story short, the bomb that I threw up to the top is what tells the game what to look at, I think. Like, forgive me if I'm like any sort of wrong, like with anything. There's a video that explains this, but like I'm gonna try to get as close as I can to explaining this properly here. So, what arbitrary code execution is, okay? We'll take this from the beginning. So what arbitrary code execution is you're essentially telling the game, like you are executing code within the game by doing actions within the game that you're not supposed to be doing. So what I'm doing here is I was manipulating the sprite slots so that the bomb that I threw up there was the 5th item on the screen. That's important. And the specific Y pixel down to the subpixel that it's on actually determines like what the game looks at for like to execute as code. So it looks at my file name. Okay, so I make it look at my file name, which I enter as something very specific. It's actually yeah. I don't know where I was going with that sentence, but whatever. So after I throw the bomb, after it stops and before it explodes, I open I open my map, scroll right 3 times to a certain tile, and press A on the tile to execute the code. That tile happens to correspond with that one screen that Ice was talking about that I went down like underwater to in Ambi's Palace. I need to visit that screen so that I can select that tile for the ace. That's about all I got on that. And you'll notice that every bit of music in this cutscene is quiet. It's quieter than the rest of the music in the game. It's because the game still thinks I'm in the map screen. Fun fact. Anyway, that's Oracle of Ages any %. I hope y'all enjoyed that. That was a pretty good run, honestly, except for that one miss skip in D6.
Yeah.
It was actually really, really okay for a marathon run, for sure. That's the first time I've ever run this at a marathon, so I'm actually really happy with that. But I hope y'all enjoyed it as well. Thanks for joining. Donate for Save the Children. Please do that if you have not considered it. I'm TGH. I run like almost every 2D Zelda, honestly. So yeah, that's me. My commentator, Ice Blue, you are wonderful, and thank you very much. And if you want to plug yourself, you can as well. Please do so.
I also speedrun most of the retro Zeldas, like Z1, Z2, Link to the Past. I've also been doing a lot of Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster. So yeah, if you like that stuff, feel free to come check it out. But I definitely recommend you go check out TGH. Super, super awesome. Very welcoming, very comfortable community.
Shaw. But yeah, I'll actually be back next weekend too. I'm doing Link's Awakening DX. Near, I think it's like the not the penultimate run, but the whatever the one before that is. Whatever word that is.
We had him twice.
So I'll be back for that. Any % no woob.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get the no NR.
Oh, no NR. No NR. No.
All right. Well, TGH, that was a wonderful run. Thank you for closing out day 1. We're going to go ahead and transfer back to the intermission before we shut down the stream for the night. So thank you, everybody.
Thanks for having me as well.
Of course. Thank you.